a lot of people, like I said, turn to drugs and gangs because they want to feel important. They're not feeling important at home. They're not feeling important in their social network. Like take it back to high school. You show up at a party with a case of beer, you're feeling pretty important. You show up to the party, 2 months later with some weed, you're feeling pretty important. And hey, you guys try this ecstasy, and it just goes down the line where you become important and people need stuff from you and they want to hang out with you, which not really, they just want you to hook them up with drugs. But you still, you get that important, important, you feel important. And I think the same thing kind of goes with, well, I don't do my laundry. Women do my laundry. I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. And like I said, Chris is going to be fine, I hope, but I hope I'm fine too. But it did kind of dampen things. But then I was putting together the new Open, and I came across this nugget of gold. See, when we would do the podcast, we would do like a sound check before, and sometimes I record it. Sometimes, I record it pretty much every time, but I usually don't save them. But for some reason, I think it was to get Chris's sound, his drop of this
sexual relationship,
because you'll hear that in this. But the whole thing is just under 40 seconds, and this was just like a sound check that we were doing before we started our podcast. And yeah, you'll hear I'm a little nasally. I think I had sinus infection or something, but this is the kind of fun stuff that we would do. And man, I wish I had access to more of them, because a lot of times, like I said, I'll delete them. But just give this a listen. It's good stuff.
For none last night, because he's waiting 1 year. Before he does it again.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to wait a year since I've done it last.
I know.
But a relationship.
Sexual relationship.
When I get that feeling.
And he knows as soon as he gives it to her, he's going to give her his heart to her too.
And we'll have kids and get married.
That's too far.
Oh, baby,
baby, love your ways.
It's the sound of
every
babies.
I don't know, I just heard that and I started laughing just because we were just a mess, like nobody's on key with what they're trying to sing. It was just a hot mess. And then Chris turns, well, that's too far. It was a good time, man. And it's moments like that, and memories that I can look back at and just think, man, we're doing some good stuff and we're having a lot of fun. And that has helped me so much in recovery and in early recovery. I really can't thank those guys enough. People say, well, Corey, you've helped them. No, they've helped me. We help each other, and same thing with Anna and her podcast and her blog. She did one the other day, and I listened to it, and, she was like, congrats, Corey, you're going to have a baby and all that. And if you look at me, you would think, yeah, I am physically having a baby, but I'm not. The girlfriend is, and yeah, anyway, Anna, that relationship means a lot to me too, because we were in treatment together and we were talking about doing this exact thing that we're doing right now, and to set goals for yourself and to have something that when you start it, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know how far you're going to go. You don't know who you're going to reach. And to just never stop dreaming or never stop caring. Well, did I reach 1 million people today? No, I didn't. But did I reach that 1 or 2 that needed to hear me say something about the Red Hot Chili Pepper song, about the life that you choose, or, maybe about how I was struggling and it took me forever to kind of turn it around and to have a sense of purpose and to feel important. Maybe they needed to hear that, and maybe that's going to set them on a right path that can help them. And that's all I want to do. I want to create hope, and I want to inspire people. That's what I want to do, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I want to talk to the families too of people who are addicts. If your loved one, a family member, it's a hard road. I don't know. I know it from my side, but I don't really know. I don't have empathy for or with my mom, my sister, because I don't know. I wasn't there in that hole with them. I was still trying to dig the hole deeper. And I do want to let you know that if your loved one is suffering, that just don't give up. I know it might seem impossible, and the things that'll happen, the things that, they might have said to you already, or, if they stole money out of your wallet, or if, it's not because they're bad people. They're caught in a bad place. And just don't give up. There's hope there, and they're going to be stronger, and they're going to be so much better when they come through it. Matter of fact, I came across something that Roxy had posted to our Facebook, a 217 Recovery Facebook page. Congrats, Damon, too, by the way. 180 days clean and sober. Congrats to you. Hell yeah. But Roxy had posted, let me find the picture here. It was a picture that her cousin had posted of Roxy. So Roxy shared what her cousin Seneca posted, and she said, "This is my cousin. We grew up more like siblings, though." The first picture of her, the one on the left, was October 2018. The second picture is of her today. She's been battling addiction, and while she battled, her children and I battled right along with her. Tomorrow, I get to return her children back to her after a very long year and a half. In the beginning, I thought this day would never come. It even crossed my mind that my cousin could die, and I was going to have to be stuck having to explain to her children what happened to their mommy. I'm so glad that never happened. Roxy Tate, I'm so proud of you, and I love you. If you have any friends that are battling any sort of addiction, please get help. And, I commented on that, and I told her that it's great she's doing well. She's looking great, and, tomorrow, I'm assuming, because I was supposed to today, so tomorrow she's going to get her kids back. So, Roxy, big congratulations, and it's stuff like that, from her cousin, yeah, she was battling there with her, and, like my family members and your family members, or maybe you are the family member, don't give up. It is worth it. It seems impossible sometimes. A good friend, she had 4 or 5 months. No, it was going to be her 6 months. And I went to congratulate her, and she's like, "Yeah, that's not happening. I slipped, and I feel horrible, and I don't know what to do, and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, pick it up. Let's go. Keep going forward. You learn something." And it's horrible. It sucks. I remember that feeling of just, how could I do it again? How could I let him down again? I promised him no more, and I think it came to a point where, especially with my stepdad, is he sensed the fact that I wasn't kidding. I wasn't lying. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just didn't know how to choose the right way to go. I didn't know, and letting go of all that. And for me, going to a sober living house after treatment, I didn't want to do that, but I did it, and I needed to do it. And it's those little things that you can do in life that, is going to make you uncomfortable. Absolutely. But, if I had to spend 6 months, 7 months in the sober living house to be where I'm at today, yeah, that was a good investment in time. That's better than the 20 years I threw away. That's absolutely for sure. And I think part of that too was me not drinking at work, and trying to be the functioning alcoholic until it wasn't functioning anymore. Not at noon, a little before noon. That's when the shaking would start, and I would feel like my skin was on fire, and I knew I was in trouble. Then I knew it was bad. When that was happening, I was like, okay, I don't know what to do though. And the guilt, the shame, I thought, well, man, what are people going to say about me, if I go get help? I didn't realize at the time being in such a little secluded part of the world, which was my house, by myself, I didn't know that people would respond the way that they do when they meet someone in recovery. Nobody's judging you for who you were. They're judging you for who you are. And if they're stuck in the past judging you for who you were, okay. And nothing you can do about it, except live the way that you can live and choose the life that you want to live. And then you realize those people don't matter anyway. You're doing it for you. And when you do it for yourself, other people will notice and other people will want to be around you. And then you'll be like, man, why do these people keep calling me? I don't want to be around them. I just want to do this and that. But no, you'll become popular. And if that's what you want, be careful. But yeah. And, I want to say congrats to Brooks too. I know Brooks listens a lot, and we were going to set up a euchre tournament, and I thought, I just need a good euchre app. I had one that my therapist gave me, is I think Trickster or something like that, Trickster Euchre. And I don't know, either people don't like me or it's hard to send out invitations. I'm not sure. And then there's another one called 3D Poker. That's okay. But again, it's hard. Like my girlfriend, we played, and she's supposedly my friend down there, but I can't see her to invite her to stuff. So if you know of any good euchre tournaments, we're not really doing much with the whole coronavirus thing going on. So I just figured, we could do some euchre tournaments, or I don't know. We need to do a Zoom meeting or a Google Hangout. You ever been on that? That's what I was going to call Chris on tonight. Finally, like I said, got that hooked up and got everything going, and Chris watching Hulu.
Sexual relationship.
But, yeah, we can do stuff like that as well. And definitely, if you have a sober birthday coming up, man, let us know about it. Because when you let us know about it, it lets other people know about it, clearly. But they can look at it and go, man, okay, cool. Somebody else with 180 days. Like, it helps other people realize that they're not doing it alone. And, the more that we can get that out there and people can see that, hey, we're doing good in recovery. Soon everybody's going to want to be in recovery, which I guess is a good thing, but I don't want it to be the thing to do, because I've heard, what's her name? Kelly Ripa. She was, what do they even call it? Sober curious, or I don't know, something like that, where I don't know, more power to them, if they want to be sober. But she's not saying she was addicted to any kind of drug or anything, but she's just like, I'm going to choose not to drink because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So you can just say you're not drinking again. But yeah, being sober curious, I guess, isn't a bad thing. But yeah. So hit me up on some euchre. Let us know if you're sharing a birthday. I'm going to get more shirts on the website. I think we're stuck with just 2. Well, we have some of the other ones, but I got to take off. But there's like sweatshirts that you can buy now too. I know Ryan and the guys at Project Nation, they really need microphones. I don't know if you heard the podcast from last night, but I was like, kind of broke my heart a little bit. I was like, oh. So I sent Ryan a link to a microphone. I'm like, here you go, buddy. This is the one. And he's like, man, I'm broke as a joke right now. So then he told me, hey, fundraiser started. I guess he has it going through Facebook or something. Not through 217, but I think probably just his personal one. But yeah, so, T-shirts not T-shirts, but sweatshirts or any kind of donation really would help those guys get the microphones that they need and get them on their way, get them feeling good about themselves again. And, yeah, I miss those guys, that's for sure. But thanks again for listening. If, like you said, need anything, reach out to us. We're here for you. 217 Recovery Podcast. We're on all the platforms. Project Nation, getting there. think they're still waiting for iHeartRadio and Apple Podcast.